Hey everybody, welcome back to my Slice of Heaven Outdoors. I'm Joey, and this morning we're going to be making another family favorite, sausage gravy. If you've never had sausage gravy before, I'm going to show you a very easy way to make it, which only requires 5 ingredients, including salt and pepper. But I like to throw 2 other ingredients in there, which is just spices, and we'll go over those in a second. So stay tuned. Alright guys, the main ingredients you need for the sausage gravy is 1 pound of ground sausage, any kind you like, 1/3 cup of flour, and 4 cups of milk. You also need pepper and salt, or salt and pepper, and my 2 additional ingredients will be ground sage and fennel, which I love those 2 spices in my sausage. So let's get started. Alright, the first thing we do is brown the sausage, so we need to get that going. Alright guys, at this point we got our sausage in the skillet. We need to break it up. As the sausage gets brown, it'll be a lot easier to break it up. You could have crumbled it with your hands as you put it in here, but sometimes I do that. Today I just forgot. So get that all crumbled up real good, broke up and browned, and I will be back. Alright, at this point, the sausage is done cooking, and you can see I got it broke up pretty good. So you just got to sit here and keep working with it while it's browning. Now this just got done, so there's no more paint, but I like to take it a little bit longer than that. So I'm going to cook it for another minute or 2. And then I will show you the next step. Sorry about that, I had a phone call. As I was saying, Don over at Bucktails Outdoors, he's got a great little channel over there. He does ice fishing and hiking, hunting. He's into making food plots. He's just got a really good channel, and he talks very well while he's making his videos. His latest video was just him and his wife on a hike. If you've never seen his channel before, check it out. I'll leave a card up at the top of this video right around here somewhere. And I'll also leave a description. No, I always say that. I'll leave a link in the description. And I will also leave a card at the end. So he'll be easy to find in case you want to check him out, which I suggest you do. He's a very nice guy. We're off to our next step, and at this point I have my fire on medium-high. I want to turn it down to medium. Actually, I'm going to go to medium-low. And the next step is our flour. So we got 1/3 of flour, 1/3 cup of flour. We just sprinkle that. You do not, I'm sorry guys, I have 1/3 cup of flour. You do not drain your grease out of this. I'll be back in a second. Alright, we got a flour in there, and we just stir it around, mix up a little bit. It may stick to the bottom of the skillet, but that's okay. Like I said, we do not drain the grease out of here. And we just want to cook this again for, I don't know, another 3 to 5 minutes just to cook that flour. And I'm going to turn it back up to medium. Alright guys, like I said, we're just going to let this cook for a couple minutes, and while nothing's really going on, I'd like to mention another channel that I like to watch, Gerald Farms. Thinking most of the people that subscribe to me already watch Gerald Farms. He's a great guy. He shows you day-to-day activities on a farm. He's in the process of building a rebaler with his son, which I hope I get this right, but a rebaler, basically, I guess you have like a loose bale of hay or something, and maybe it didn't tie right or fell apart. You want to throw it in this machine and it'll rebale it into square bales. I could be wrong, but I think that's the overall concept of it. But he actually built this thing from scratch. He took an old machine that wasn't in use anymore and converted it to a rebaler, which was very cool. And his son helped him on a lot of it. If you need to check that out, again, I'll leave a card at the top. We'll have a link in the description, and we'll also put a card at the end of the video. And we'll let this cook another minute or two, and I'll be right back to you. Alright guys, it's been a few minutes. You can see it's starting to stick to the bottom of the skillet, the flour is. So we're going to go ahead and put the milk in. Again, for one batch we're going to use 4 cups of milk, and I like to put about a third in, then stir it up. Try to scrape the stuff off the bottom. Put a little bit more. About another third of it. Just loosen the stuff up off the bottom. Alright. And we'll go ahead and put the rest of the milk in. And we're just going to let this get warm again, and we'll have to keep on stirring it when it starts getting warm. Alright guys, we got all the milk in there. I'm going to turn it back up to medium high, and like I said, we'll have to keep stirring this once it starts getting warm. At this point you can start putting in the seasoning. This will not require much salt because sausage has a lot of salt in it, but we'll put a little bit of sprinkles in. Again, guys, I don't measure any spices. I just eyeball it. Some pepper. Ground sage. And guys, don't be afraid of the sage. I mean, it's one of the main ingredients in sausage. That's kind of how it got its name. If you look at it, it's sausage. And fennel seeds. If you've not used fennel seeds before, I like to use it in my sausage gravy. Do not use a whole lot because it is powerful. It's another popular ingredient that they put in sausage, so I'm just trying to enhance the flavors a little bit more. And as this gets thicker, I'll taste it to make sure it's where I want it to be. And if nothing else, all those spices give it a little bit more color instead of being all white. And guys, this will take a few minutes because the milk kind of cooled down the skillet. So you don't really need to start stirring it like this until it really starts getting warm, starts getting a little simmer on top. But then after that, you have to keep stirring it or it will stick to the pan. Right, I'll be back in a few. In the video right now, the sausage gravy kind of looks brown. but don't fret. It's just because all the spices are floating on top. You can see the white underneath. As it starts thickening up, the spices will get more suspended in the gravy, be more spread out instead of just a layer on the top. Alright everybody, as I'm stirring this gravy sausage, or sausage gravy, I just wanted to let you guys know that I recently hit 1,000 subs, and I really appreciate it, guys. I can't begin to tell you what it means to me. It was a long time coming. I didn't think I was going to make it. My channel, it's a little bit about everything right now, because when I first started my channel, I planned on it being just about things we did on the property and how the property progressed. But with my lack of time on the property, I wasn't making very much content, so it kind of spilled over to doing the things that we like to do, which includes cooking, you know, hiking, walking, just building stuff, whatever we do. I'm taking videos of it. But like I said, I just recently got to the 1,000 subscribers, but I'm way behind on my watched hours. So if I could, I'd like to get you guys to start watching my video playlist while you're not doing anything. If maybe you're just getting ready to go to bed for the night and not really doing anything, just turn my playlist on and let it run. I would definitely appreciate it, and I would definitely return the flavor. I would definitely return the favor when asked. Yeah. So I mean, you may be just sitting around the house not doing anything. You could just turn the playlist on, turn the sound down, or leave it up and listen to it. Either one. I would greatly appreciate it. And like I said, I would definitely return the favor. Alright, this gravy's starting to get thickened up. Let me show you what it looks like now. I'm going to turn the fire down to medium on here. Actually, I'm going to go to medium low. And let me get you a better look at this gravy. You can see it's boiling. It's definitely gotten thicker. Like I said, guys, when it starts getting thick, you need to keep on stirring it, or it will stick to the pan. Don't know if you guys ever had gravy burn on you before, but it does not taste good because it ruins the whole pan and not just that one spot. So keep stirring it. It's almost there. I'll be back in a minute. Not quite there yet, but almost. I mean, you can definitely see it's getting thicker. I want to give it a little taste, make sure we got the seasonings pretty close to good enough. Use a little bit more salt. We'll turn it down to low. And this gravy's done, guys. I know it looks like there's a lot in this pan, and there is, because I made a double batch, but I showed you guys how to make a single batch. That's it for now, guys. That gravy is done. I will show you a picture of it plated up in a second. But we have guests coming over, and I still have to make the bacon, the eggs, and the biscuits. But I just wanted to show you guys how to make this gravy. So I'll be back, and I'll show you a plate at the end. Thank you very much.